Is this reconstructed?
No, no.
That's original.
Yeah. For example, when we go in the building, it's
beautiful. Oh, this is incredible.
Yeah. Big bull or a
Yeah,
wild boar.
yeah.
The animal games or animal fights.
See, if I was here alone, I would totally miss.
They should.
And this is Myra?
Myra.
Myra.
And Turkish name, we call this area Demre. Ancient name is Myra. So you will see most of the writings or the signs in Russian here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they had a church which was dedicated to Saint Nicholas.
Oh,
and
that's right.
Yeah, Saint Nicholas was one of the most favorite and special saints to the Russians. Because,
Really?
Yeah, they
Santa
Orthodox
Claus.
Orthodox Church's favorite because he was the saint of the sailors. It's interesting about pawnbrokers, children, and on the other side, Tsar donated a lot of money many years ago when they were rebuilding the church. So it's like a half pilgrimage for them. For Turkish people, for the Muslims, going and seeing Mevlana Museum is the half pilgrimage. We touch his tomb and pray, and we say, okay, we did the halfway of our pilgrimage. If you go Mecca, you complete. And when they come here, see the museum, see the church and touch the grave and pray. It's a long ceremony for them. They come praying and they find it very special and important. This is why.
Where was he? Was he born here?
He was born in Patara.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what my guide told
in
me.
Patara, but
I remember that.
he moved in a very young age here, and he's coming from a very wealthy family. He left the life behind. He came here and he started working with orphans from the start and helping the community. And of course, he became a saint after he died. But he did give a kind of service on this land for a long time.
Good night, then.
Good night.
50. I'm sorry. Teşekkür ederim. Look at this.
Yeah. The plan is, what we're going to do is first we will walk to the rock tombs.
Okay.
And then we will use the entrance, one of the entrance to the Roman theater. We walk in and come out from this way.
Perfect.
All right. And
this is Myra.
Yeah. And another use this information for you. You will see the stones in two different colors. Actually, they are limestone because this area is very rich with the limestones. This part, the lower part, which is the creamy color part, was under the soil till last year.
Really?
So when I brought my group, I was walking on top of that. All right.
So they've excavated.
They were excavated, and that is the original color. The gray bit is changed the color because it's been under the sun and rain for a long time, so it changed the color on the stone. And they are very solid stones. Lime is good to work with and build stuff like that. All those pieces on your left, they are the part of the theater building, and they are part of the skene. So it's like a huge nice decoration for these two floors, and they were decorating on the facade as well. And you can see some of the decorations on the on this side.
Oh yeah.
And there are lots of different designs. They have this, again, dart designs. They have these beautiful leaves, abacus, and look at the details. You know, they're all attached. It's really nice.
It's very nice.
And these are like the theater masks. And you see these kind of carvings or reliefs mainly on the theater buildings. The mouth is open, and when you think about the symbol of theater in these days, it's the same. It's two masks with happy and unhappy face. And these are the, again, dark ones. They are beautiful, beautifully carved.
How is this Roman?
These are Roman. But they are doing the excavation. For example, when we go in the building, the theater building. In the middle, I will be able to show you the original Hellenistic theater under the ground. Now they are doing the excavation, so we are able to see some part of that, which is great. This is a nice detail
yes.
of that.
Wow.
And they have these holes, so most probably they were, you know, some bronze or some metal might
have been in there.
Yeah, in there.
This is amazing.
Yeah. So these are nice. These are beautiful.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, and you can see they are more decorated, you know, like the ones they use on their plays. And it's like a wild bird in there.
Was this?
And that one with the helmet.
Is this reconstructed?
No, no.
That's original.
Yeah, yeah.
That is in really good shape.
Yeah, they are. They had many earthquakes here, and when these earthquakes happened, most of the stuff which fell down were covered with the soft soil of the river.
Okay.
So this is why they managed to find the pieces in one piece.
Wow,
But I
wow.
want to keep you in shape, and if we get there, you have the good.
Oh, this is incredible.
Yeah, I find it incredible. So I'm glad you find it incredible.
Oh, man.
So we have the Urartians on the east, we have the Lycians on this coast, and we have the Phrygians, and these are all different settlements and civilizations. And this part from Fethiye to Antalya, we call this Lycia. So you talk all about these with your guides, but the special reason we came to Myra to see the rock tombs, because these are one of the group ones. You saw the special ones in Pınara,
Yes.
and they had here in this area. These are the ones you see as a group, and you can get close to get the idea. First of all, why they carve the tombs on the rocks? It's a special belief for them. When you're higher, you're closer to the god, because during their time, when somebody dies, they put the body inside with the belongings of the people. They can be the favorite things, they can be the food, wine, some jewelries. They put the body inside, and each of them, believe or not, we will get closer, I'll show you, they had the sliding doors. So these sliding doors means they can reuse the tomb. And when we get closer, you will see the benches all around. So some of them has 3, some of them have 6 benches. So those
there were
benches
wood
for
doors?
the bodies, no, carved door. We have one in Kash. It's half broken, but we can still slide the
Really?
door. Yeah, still there.
They slid the rock doors.
Yeah. When you in the benches on the side, and then you have a whole mainly square shape in the middle. They put the belongings in the middle, body on the bench, and they believe that their soul will be taken to the sky, to the god, to another life. So all these belongings and food is about believing another life after that. This is not the end here. So this is why, especially these kind of Lycian tombs, represents the home for them. Because when you look closer, all right, let's take up that one in the middle, because it's a beautiful one. So you have the facade,
Yeah.
you have the triangle roof like today, and then you have these circles which represents the beams of the houses. And when you come down, you have a window and you have a door. So you open your door, you get in. And most of the locals in this area, they have the idea from these rock tombs to build their ambar. Ambar is the wheat storage. So they made it by wood, but the shapes are exactly the same. I can show you a picture of that later on. The difference between those days and now, they are mainly date back to the 4th century BC. Their colors were not like that. Most of them were painted as well. Even most of the marble sculptures we see in the museums, they were colorful. They were painted. So we always think that they are pure marble color,
Yeah.
but they were not. They were all decorated. Most of the tombs were colored and decorated as well. Sometimes on the facade you can see inscriptions, and these were the good guides for the archaeologists, because if they can read the inscription they have an idea about the people. But on the other side, these inscriptions can be a paragraph to curse the people who would open and attack their tomb.
Okay, yeah.
You've been in Pamukkale, Hierapolis. The professors studied all the inscriptions on the tombs, and I can easily tell you 85% of them about cursing the people. I think that they were about the people. But we can still have the idea. For example, this one on the right, on the lower side, when you look at the rooftop, you can see two soldiers and you can see the bow and the arrows.
Yes.
So we know that, or at least we have an idea they were the soldiers, or they had a place in the war, so they deserve this special one. If you go higher up on the left, on this flat bit, gray flat bit, you can see a boy holding the man's hand. Look, come behind me and see where I'm directing with my hand.
Oh, yes.
Look. Did you see?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
And if you come closer to me,
wow.
all that carving goes to the right as well.
Yeah.
So you have a circle shape. It's like a shield. You have the boy holding the man's hand, and you can see his like a special uniform or a guard. And when you carry on, you have the woman servicing, and there is a bench, and somebody is laying on that as well. Unfortunately, it's going
I can kind of see that.
Yeah. In the land of Lycia, you see lots of unfinished ones as well. And they can be about, you know, we were told there can be different reasons for that. The person didn't pay the money, or somebody died, he went to war, never came back. Because the difference from the past and today, they were mostly ordering their own tombs. So you decide your design as well, you're paying. If you die as an accident, of course your family pays for that. So they are really very special ones. We call them house type tombs or rock tombs, and they are special. You know, there is no question for that. If you look at the left top one, you see these sticking bits on the sides. So when they are separate and, you know, one single ones like that, which is not attached, they are to lift up with the help of a wooden beam, or what they call stick. Could I explain what I mean? Yeah.
Yes.
So this is, you know, you have a couple of guys, and then you push up so you can lift and put on the other side. If it is a sarcophagi, which means like a single tomb, it's mainly two pieces. You have the bottom and the lid of that. If the tombs, the sarcophagi, if they're against something, you might see loads in Pamukkale, they only write one side. People think that there is no carving on the back, there is no. If you see something like that, it's not half. Because it was against something, they didn't bother to put any garments on it or the decoration in that. You can get a close look to two of those to see the bench and the hole in the middle. So it might give you an idea. I think I can show you a shape of a boat in one of those. Lycians were very brave sailors, and so this is why they use the boat as a decoration or a carving on their tombs as well. So you can see the middle bit where they put all the belongings in there for the people. And when you move to the next one, look, if you look at the bottom,
yes,
you see like a boat or a canoe.
I see it.
Yeah. So nice one. Nice.
It's beautiful.
Imagine 10,000 people sitting and cheering up you. So if I'm not wrong, it should be like 35, 36 sitting rows. And we know that there were 10,000 people in here. So it is one of the biggest one in the area. You see the if the cities are on the trading routes, or if they are close to the ports or the coast, they have more capacity because you have lots of visitors.
Now here, I try to imagine when I come to places like this, this place full, and then all the people, the actors, or all the people that worked here, because they must have had like props.
Yeah.
You know, they had shows going on, they had people managing all that.
Yeah, and on the other side, when you look at these high front walls, it can give you an idea. There were some animal games here as well. It
So
can be
gladiator.
gladiators, wild animal games, for example. So when you look at the middle, that is the finding from the Hellenistic period. So they knew that there was an early built theater building.
Okay.
And the early ones, or the Hellenistic ones, mainly carved on a slope of a hill and usually have a beautiful view, and it was open. They never had this stage. And when we walk, you will see some holes on the ground. I think I can see one
Right
over
there. Yeah.
And you will see the better ones. They were for the wooden sticks. So these wooden sticks were holding kind of a canopy system, which
For the
provides
shade.
the shade to people. And I'm not making a guide story. I was told by one of our teachers, these lines which were carved on the seat, this shows where you can put your bum and your leg, so you don't end up fighting with each other.
So
like these.
These are like.
This is for the person who can put their bum, and this is where I.
Oh,
keep my
so you're not
legs.
kicking.
Yeah, so you're not kicking.
Oh,
And
that is a good idea.
yeah. Is it, you know, you're
maybe you get in a
organizing,
fight.
Yeah. So the middle bit, it's obvious. It belongs.
I've never
to,
heard that. Look, they all have them.
Yeah, and that is so clear, you know, that part of the theater, you can see all this. And that middle part is for the VIP.
Do you think it was even higher? Because
it's going a bit higher, but not more than that. Maybe another couple of rows.
this is a very cool theater, multi-purpose theater. Wow. Built to last. Built to last. Pontiac Silverdome was built and destroyed in my lifetime, in just a short amount of time. Wow.
Look, when you look at this stage building, it's like two rooms parallel to each other.
Yes.
So this is, they change and where they come out to the stage, and they've been wearing masks and they have the heavy makeups because the women were not allowed to play. This is why they had to have the masks to look like a woman or a goddess.
So women were not allowed
to play on the stage, and in the Roman time, kids and the women always in the back seats, and front belongs to mainly the men.
Well, that's not good.
Not a lot changed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just my imagination. This is why I think they needed the masks. Okay, at the same time you need to look like an animal or a goddess. But if you can't have the female on the stage, I think this is an important need, isn't it? Another useless information from me. You will see the same carving, like a name, like a logo.
It's like an A. That.
I'll show you. There is a beautiful look at the water pipes. For example, this is a good hint for us.
Yeah.
This water games.
Oh, they filled it with water.
Yeah.
That means it had to be reasonably watertight to hold.
Because they were very close to the river. River gives the life and richness to them, but that was their end as well because of the silt later on. And the mosses brings the malaria to the city, so
Wow.
Tam benim durduğum yerdeymiş. This is like a lion, and this can be like a big bull or a wild boar.
Yeah.
Like the animal games or animal fights.
Wow. See, if I was here alone, I would totally miss.
They should put something.
Yeah, yeah.